UFC recently announced that they have released 4 fighters from the roster. Thomas Almeida was on a 4-fight losing streak and last lost to Sean O'Malley by KO at UFC 260. Mike Rodriguez was on a 3-fight losing streak and last lost to Tafron Chuki by unanimous decision at UFC Vegas 37. Antonio Araya was on a 3-fight losing streak and last lost to Joaquin Buckley by KO at UFC Vegas 37. And Sarah Alpa was on a 2-fight losing streak and last lost to Erin Blanchfield by unanimous decision at UFC Vegas 37. With the recent arrest of Jon Jones in Las Vegas, it was recently revealed that he allegedly pulled a woman's hair and headbutted a police car. A 911 call was recently published where it was described a female who was in the room with Jon Jones, most likely his wife, who was bleeding from the nose and mouth.
We've got a possible DV call, domestic violence call. Female is bleeding from the nose and mouth. She's not admitting to any domestic violence, any physical violence. But I mean, she's bleeding from the nose and mouth. She's down with us while the male is up at the room. And he's actually a professional MMA fighter, Jonathan Jones.
Jon Jones recently posted a video of himself and his fiancé on his Instagram stories showing that they were back together on good terms. At the UFC Vegas 38 weigh-ins, Aspen Ladd struggled to make weight and was deemed unfit to compete on the card. She released a statement on her Instagram. She went on to say, "Fight is off again. All my fault. Straight up started my period 2 days back and made this cut absolutely miserable. Did the best I could. Hit 137. The scale situation was a mess because the last thing I wanted was to bleed in front of the media. The fight wasn't pulled. My opponent then decided she would rather not go through with it. As is her right. I'm going to get slammed regardless. So let it begin." A 3-round bantamweight bout between Pedro Munhoz vs Dominic Cruz has been targeted for UFC 269. Pedro Munhoz is coming off a unanimous decision loss to Jose Aldo, and Dominic Cruz is coming off a split decision win over Casey Kenny. A 3-round lightweight bout between Islam Makhachev vs Dan Hooker has been targeted for UFC 267. Islam Makhachev is coming off a submission win over Thiago Moises, and Dan Hooker is coming off a unanimous decision win over Nasrat Haqparast. A 3-round bantamweight bout between Sean O'Malley vs Roland Pava has been targeted for UFC 269. Sean O'Malley is coming off a TKO win over Chris Moutinho, and Roland Pava is coming off a unanimous decision win over Kyler Phillips. Michael Bisping on the Believe in Me podcast gave his thoughts on Aljamain Sterling pulling out of his scheduled rematch with Petr Yan.
Abu Dhabi, Fight Island. Aljamain Sterling has withdrawn from his fight against Petr Yan. And it's, it's not good for the PR. If you are a PR agent hired for Aljamain Sterling, you're having a bad day right now. This isn't the PR that you want. I'm not an Aljamain. Aljamain's great. I'm not here to do that at all. And he pulled out of that fight. Well, he delayed the fight because he needed to have surgery. And that's a legitimate thing. I had the same surgery myself, so God bless him. I think from what I'm hearing is that he's just not ready. He hasn't recovered like he should have done. And then I saw a post today, someone said apparently it's not even Aljamain. Apparently the doctors haven't cleared him. You can easily get your doctor to say that if you want. But hey, if you can. If it's your doctor, can you just say that I'm not ready? Yeah, he's not ready. He's not ready. He's not. And I don't think he is. So it's a shame. It's a shame for Al. But the problem was Petr Yan called it. Petr Yan said on Twitter a few months ago, he said, "I guarantee you pull out. Guarantee you pull out the fight and you don't make it to Abu Dhabi." And of course he hasn't. So it's giving Petr Yan an absolute field day. Yeah, he does have a claim. He was winning that fight. He made a mistake. And Aljamain is the champ. And it's not his fault he won it like that. Aljamain did not knee himself in the face. You know what I mean? So we've been over that many, many times. So we won't get into it too much. We won't go over old ground and repeat the same conversations.
Oh, yeah. Catch a fade. Can I be next?
You ready?
Anthony Smith on Sirius XM gave his thoughts on Jon Jones' recent arrest in Las Vegas.
All right, man. You know me. I do tiptoe around Jon Jones a little bit, and it's for the longest time I tiptoed around Jon Jones's issues because I haven't been perfect. I try not to throw stones if I live in a glass house. I can't talk about Jon being a fuck up if I've made a bunch of mistakes in my past. Excuse me. But clearly I've done the things to right that, but I did that a long time ago. But, quick Google search, it's not, I've been there. I've got a DUI twice. I've been in car accidents. I've been arrested. Like when I was a young kid, I was wild. So, the difference is I learned from my mistakes and I turned it around. At this point, I think Dana said it perfectly. It wasn't shocking. I wasn't shocked when I someone sent me a tweet or something. It's sad at this point. And I think that book is the title is going to say something like, how great could Jon Jones have been?
G'day guys, back for another Ask Bob a Question, part 7. Let's go. Do I watch cricket? No, sorry. What do I do to stand apart from anxiety, fear prevailing in today's society? Honestly, I just ignore it. I do my own thing, keep my head down. Spend time with my kids, play heaps of video games, read heaps of books, train. It's my own stuff. Have I been preparing for my next fight in lockdown? I have been. I'm fortunate enough to have a little gym here and I've been doing my thing, increasing my skills, so I look forward to that. January is going to be a lot of fun. Any chance of fighting Izzy with a mohawk? I'm not going to say like 100% no, but it's like a 90% no. Can we get you called as Bobby Knuckles from Bruce Buffer for one fight? Maybe. I don't even know if that's a thing, but I don't really like changing things too much. Favorite punch kick? Jab, cross, head kick. Favorite fallout perk? Oh, that's tough. I went over a minute, so let's keep going. Backstory on the unicorn pick in the pool. I was just having fun with the kids, and that's the only floaty that was available. Looking forward to this summer. We'll whip it back out. Best piece of advice you wish you had earlier regarding MMA or life? Enjoy it. Take your time. Don't stress on the little things. It's very easy to get caught up in all the crap that surrounds it, or the things that you feel like you should be doing, or the hustle or the grind. Whilst you need to do it, it doesn't have to be crappy. You can enjoy it. Take your time. Be more present. That's a big thing. I feel like I rushed early part of my life. If you could give your 20-year-old self advice going back, what would it be? Oh, mate, it's too much. There is too much. But it'd be like, be more present, slow down, enjoy the ride, probably. Stay tuned for the next one.
Bro, stop unfollowing me, bro. I'm being a good person, and I'm talking trash in MMA. What else do you want from me? I'm just losing followers? I'm trying to fight people.